Hello world, you're back at the Sci-Cast, and you are now tuning in to episode 14, Apocalyptic Scenarios.
Or season 2, episode 1.
Well, not yet, I guess. Any which ways. So,
Hold on, I am Dr. J.
I'm Eamon.
And I'm the special guest. Again.
Yeah, special guest.
No longer special guest.
I
He's
am special.
I think he's called a recurring guest now.
guest.
Also known as Brian.
So, I guess we're going to do apocalyptic at first. Let's talk about...
Well, I was going to say post-apocalyptic, but I realized that we were talking about not necessarily post-apocalyptic.
I guess we're going to talk about the beginnings of a breakdown of society.
Or short term.
Short term.
We'll start with the short term.
And it doesn't even mean the short term, it means the very first month, maybe 2 months of the world going to hell.
Hey, this is a family program.
Oh, sorry.
I have to go and leave that later.
Beep beep. So, yeah.
Well, so you're talking about, let's say, a massive tsunami or an EMP taking out the bank system?
Could be that, or it could be just a scenario like as actually
Katrina.
happened, like Katrina, where people have to get
Or
by.
Japan.
Something, yeah, exactly. I was about to say the nuclear
Crisis.
disaster in Japan right now and the earthquakes.
Basically, some scenario that knocks out kind of the
Social
support
structure?
system. Yeah, the support system, the social structure that we have, where you have to get by,
By yourself. And
or with your family, if you so desire.
Or with you can go with your mistress or something.
Kick them to the curb. No. So, I guess in this type of scenario, though, the best thing would be to group up with people, is my assumption.
Friends or strangers?
Friends.
Yes. So Heyman will be giving a list of the spots he has around the state.
No, I will not be. So, the first part of this would be...
Would you want rich friends or poor friends?
Well, it really wouldn't matter. It'd be anything that had anything of value.
That you could steal? Or
No.
appropriate?
Well, no. I mean, you would get together and look at your
Resources that you
resources you have. Food, water. And a good note to note right here. You can get at least, at most of them, out of the back of your toilet, 3 gallons of water.
Yes, you can. And out of your water heater.
And yeah, out of the water heater.
You get a lot more than that.
Yeah. Just a note for people to understand and know.
What if they're those new economic toilets that have like 1 gallon?
Well,
No,
still,
you got
it's
1 gallon.
You
Versus
got 1
super
gallon.
flusher.
You still got 1 gallon, so that's water that you do have. I ain't
Make sure
saying
it's not in the bucket or
I ain't saying it's the best because some people put chemicals in them, but it is water nonetheless.
Sure. The water pipes probably have water in them too.
Yeah, probably to a certain extent.
And those big water towers. You want to get to
Oh,
those fast, right?
Yeah, you probably would. Sure.
Probably want to get to Target and buy a lot of bottled water if you have time.
Yes. Or you could have it all prepared. Making a preparedness plan would probably do you good. I mean, seriously,
All
because...
shelter.
Well, yeah, I doubt that. I mean, making a fallout shelters, it costs you a lot.
Well, you cannot put money on your life.
Well,
We also have to look at the probability of that having to use that.
Yes.
Based on the time that you...
Have you
mean-
seen what's going around in the world today?
this is the what I was basically have learned. Look at any disaster that could happen to you in your area for the next 3 to 5 years.
Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Tornado.
Tornado.
Yes. The tornado would probably be more... I mean, a blizzard is something that could affect a wide...
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas a tornado is more, a little bit more, maybe your and your neighbor's house would be destroyed, but that's not going to really knock out the
Infrastructure.
infrastructure.
But a blizzard.
A blizzard
So a
could.
tornado is a recession. A blizzard is a depression.
No, maybe
It affects my neighbor, so it's only a
Well,
recession.
no, a tornado could affect you, but it's just not going to affect
affect
the
society
entire,
as
the
a
entire
whole.
Twin Cities.
Yeah.
Whereas
the people that could come in and help you still could be there.
Right.
Where a blizzard,
Could
they
make,
couldn't get up to you in time before
Right.
anything.
you could be
no.
stuck here for a week
2 weeks
without power, without being able to get.
without heat, without
So
food.
what would you do?
Your party?
Well, walk to Target. Could walk to
Walk
Target.
to Target. Well, I gotta go to work, you know.
Well, yeah, I don't think you'd be making it to work
Right.
if everything's shut down.
Right.
Um,
You probably want to do that right away.
you,
Try to get there before everybody else.
you wouldn't want to get there as soon as well.
Now, what is the time limit you have to loot legally? Is there a time limit? Like, if you have a point in your life where you were starving and it's a blizzard outside and you got a Target next door,
Well, see, it's never right to loot.
is it?
It is not right
If you
to
are, a,
loot.
a little starving kid and he steals a loaf of bread and you say, well, he's starving. I'm not
Well, I
So
ain't
what-
saying
so
that
if
you
there's-
can't do it. What I'm saying is, after everything's said and done, don't expect not to be
So there's a
prosecuted.
difference between being morally justified and being legally justified.
Yeah,
I was just trying to start something new.
And it didn't work.
Yeah,
Ham
so-
and I actually agreed on that.
yeah. I mean, there is a thing that when someone sees it, they just say, "Well, that's wrong," but he's a starving kid, and I'm gonna let it go because he's a starving kid.
What if other people are doing it?
Well, I mean, it depends on how starving everyone is.
So it's a personal morality issue.
It probably would be,
Well, what
yes.
if there was a big mob heading towards Target? Would you join in with? I mean, and you didn't have food here, and you probably weren't going to have any.
Let's
foreseeable
say
future.
your little sister
You know.
is starving. You're starving, your father's starving, your mom's starving, your brother's starving. I mean, what's the first thing going through your mind? I should get food. I'm not going to go to Target, tell you that right now, if I lived here.
You going to your neighbors?
No. I'd go straight to the convenience store.
Oh, they would be closer.
It is closer. And you walk in a blizzard, that would be a lot better.
That's true. But Target would have more things that you might need.
Yes, you're right.
It's only like half a mile away from
You're
the
right.
convenience store, so it depend on if you had done some.
Some
it
planning.
depend on what you needed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all you
So-
need, some people only need beer and cigarettes. And then
Oh, then you might just.
That
stop
would
at the
be my
convenience
brother.
store.
Seriously, that so
Or maybe you'd hole up in the convenience store and stay there.
well, yeah, you could.
barricade that?
I don't know about barricading it.
Well, if you had that fancy electrical thing that you were
your,
going to build around, what was
oh,
that?
what-
Target?
The Tesla?
Yeah,
The
the-
You
Tesla?
use the Tesla coil
Yeah.
on top of Target, and then
or whatever building
whatever
you're
building,
trying to.
and then take a positive wire and string it around your perimeter.
Right.
So when people cross over the positive wire, they get positively charged. And the Tesla coil is negatively charged, so opposites attract.
So you can destroy them.
Well, I wouldn't say destroy.
Now, can you? It's basically a gun, right?
No, it's not a gun. It's a big old ball of just.
Well, I know, but you could point at something to help.
Well, no.
Anyway, can you adjust the level of charge you're shooting out?
No, I don't
No.
think so. I think it.
Why wouldn't you be able to?
Because it runs off of.
If you wanted to give him a little shock to say, "Hey, back off," or if you
No,
want to say,
see,
if you want to give
you've
him
never
as an
seen a
example.
Tesla coil?
I know what they do.
Have you ever seen one
Yes.
though? Okay, there's no way you can control.
Because in order to have a big burst, you have to have a large power source. So, I'm assuming that you can.
To get it to burst like that, you need a large
Right.
capacity.
So I'm saying, could you use, let's say,
A smaller source of power?
sure, or a
Then you won't get the burst of electricity flying towards it.
sure you could.
No,
I think it'll still work.
I don't think it
I
would.
think it would.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Ham is the science expert of the podcast, so I
Anyway,
gotta
the idea
I
is
gotta
pretty
side
cool.
with him.
I gotta say.
Yeah.
Huh?
Anyways, the idea is cool.
Well, and it probably wouldn't work because it'd go to the nearest ground. But
Well, it wouldn't work. You assured me it would.
I had to make you.
positive.
I had to make you think.
I told you it wouldn't
Well,
work.
it works in theory.
It works in no
Oh,
because
yeah.
it'd go to the nearest ground.
Guess we can add this
Now,
to
if you
solar
could
panels
put
and
it up high
lasers.
enough or have like poles stretching out,
Right.
so it would reach off the poles
Yeah.
and then connect to someone.
Or have the perimeter really close.
Well, yeah. Well, no, they'd still be possibly charged no matter what.
Well, I know, but If it was closer to you, you wouldn't need to go as high.
Well, if it was closer to you, it'd keep on hitting the.
Hitting you?
No,
You're closer.
hitting the positively charged thing
It's
automatically.
not positively charged,
Well,
unless you
Right. But anyways,
have a big thick carpet there.
Oh.
I'm saying if you put the perimeter farther out, you have to go up higher. Let's say.
Well, no, because what it is, as they get close enough, they're already positively charged, so it'd hit them.
Okay.
But if you put the perimeter closer, it would automatically start going straight to the perimeter.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
Do you understand?
I understand that this thing that you've been yelling about for the last week wouldn't actually work.
It will work. I would just have to test it a couple times and Jimmy rig some things.
We'll add this to your solar panels and laser ideas as things
Well,
that.
don't forget fuel cells now.
Oh yes.
Well, you're gonna need him to run this gigantic Tesla.
Well, no. Target has generators. I'll have Brian pedal bike.
Yeah, but what does a generator use? It uses gasoline, right? I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah, but you could do other things.
Solar panels.
Solar panels.
Can a solar panel produce enough electricity?
Well, one solar panel, 3 foot by, I think it's 2 foot, can produce 75 watts.
That's not very much though.
No, you're right. Over time it could be, though.
Yeah, I suppose if it was sunny.
Because wouldn't you need gigawatts?
There's other
1.12
things.
gigawatts.
No, actually, there's another way of producing the Tesla coil without even using electricity.
Isn't that?
You use
yeah.
static electricity.
Well, that is electricity.
Oh.
It's not in the traditional sense.
Yeah.
Just by-
Anyway, choice. So, breakdown of society.
Yeah.
So,
Using a convenience store or
Target.
retail store of your choice.
well, see, now Target would probably be the optimal one.
Sure.
But our
Hey,
Target would be wrong.
Why? It's a super target.
Well,
Let's prove it is.
If you didn't have anything, what would be wrong with it?
Well, now who's to let you in? You think the people at Target are going to let you in their store?
Well, we all know
they
that
wouldn't be there.
backpages and everything.
Why won't they?
Well, if nobody could move.
Well,
Depends-
yeah,
I mean, depends on, like,
exactly.
they
It's a
might
full,
be-
it's a
they
full
could be stuck
24-hour store. So are they going to let you in?
Well, they may not be there, but they might be there.
Now, a 4 a.m. store, I could see if you'd go there in the middle of the night. You know, bust a window.
Now, let's say this blizzard was happening. I'm sure they'd send people home because they're saying, there's a blizzard coming, we're going to shut the store down, go home to your families.
And the last time, did Target shut the store down when there was a blizzard coming?
We're talking about a big blizzard.
A big, like ones that would, 12 feet of snow.
Oh, like when they